Protein becomes one of the most essential yet overlooked nutrients as the body ages. It's not just about muscle strength or fitness, it's about maintaining the very structure, function, and independence of the body through midlife and beyond. As we grow older, the body's ability to build and repair muscle tissue naturally declines, a process called sarcopenia. This gradual loss of muscle mass often begins as early as the mid-30s and accelerates after the age of 50, leading to weakness, slower metabolism, and higher risk of falls, frailty, and chronic illness. However, this decline is not inevitable. With mindful eating and a consistent supply of high-quality protein from foods like chicken, turkey, eggs, cottage cheese, lentils, beans, and quinoa, it is entirely possible to maintain vitality, strength, and metabolic balance well into later years. Protein is the cornerstone of every cell in the body. Muscles, skin, hair, bones, and even immune cells rely on amino acids for renewal. As aging progresses, protein needs actually increase, not decrease, because the body becomes less efficient at using dietary protein to build new tissue. This means that older adults often need more protein per kilogram of body weight than younger individuals to achieve the same anabolic response. A moderate intake distributed throughout the day, around 20 to 30 grams of protein at each meal, helps stimulate muscle synthesis, stabilize energy levels, and preserve metabolic function. The right foods, eaten regularly, can counteract the effects of aging on muscle mass and even improve balance, resilience, and longevity. The positive impact of protein-rich foods on aging extends far beyond muscle health. Protein helps maintain a steady metabolism, which naturally slows with age. It keeps the body burning calories efficiently, supports healthy blood sugar regulation, and prevents the accumulation of excess fat around the abdomen, a key factor in preventing insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Amino acids from protein also serve as building blocks for neurotransmitters in the brain, supporting memory, focus, and emotional stability. Older adults who consume sufficient protein tend to have sharper cognition and a lower risk of depression or mental fatigue. Furthermore, protein supports immune health, wound healing, and bone density, all critical as recovery times lengthen with age and the risk of fractures increases. But the warning is clear. Inadequate protein intake is one of the most silent yet dangerous nutritional deficiencies in older populations. Many people unknowingly eat less protein as they age, either due to reduced appetite, difficulty chewing, or the misconception that protein is only for athletes. Over time, this quiet deficiency leads to weakness, poor balance, slower healing, and metabolic decline. The result is a vicious cycle. Loss of strength reduces activity levels, which further accelerates muscle loss. It is not uncommon for older adults to lose several pounds of muscle each decade simply because their diets do not provide enough high-quality protein. Even those who eat adequate calories can become protein malnourished if their food choices focus too heavily on refined carbohydrates or low-protein snacks. Another important warning concerns digestion and absorption. With age, the digestive system becomes less efficient at breaking down and absorbing nutrients, including protein. Acid production in the stomach decreases, making it harder to extract amino acids from food. This means that older adults often need protein sources that are both easy to digest and rich in essential amino acids. Soft-cooked eggs, cottage cheese, lentils, beans, quinoa, and tender poultry like chicken or turkey are excellent options. For those who struggle with chewing or appetite, blending cottage cheese or yogurt with fruit, or adding lentils to soups and stews can provide protein in a more gentle and palatable form. Hydration is also critical because the kidneys require water to process protein efficiently. Without enough fluids, even moderate protein intake can feel heavy or taxing on the body. The positive side of focusing on protein through midlife and beyond is that it creates an upward spiral of vitality. Strength returns, energy levels stabilize, and mobility improves. Protein, when combined with moderate physical activity, especially resistance or strength training, helps preserve not just muscle, but independence. Simple exercises like walking, climbing stairs, or light weightlifting, paired with regular protein intake, trigger the body to retain and rebuild lean tissue. Studies show that older adults who consume higher protein diets experience slower biological aging, fewer chronic diseases, and better quality of life compared to those with low protein intake. Protein also plays a crucial role in maintaining skin elasticity and collagen synthesis, giving it a quiet but visible influence on how we age physically. A practical approach is to think of protein as the foundation of every meal. Breakfast could include eggs or cottage cheese with fruit or whole grain toast. Lunch might feature chicken or lentil soup with vegetables and quinoa. Dinner can be turkey with beans and roasted vegetables, or a vegetarian combination of quinoa and lentils for complete plant-based protein. For snacks, Greek yogurt, nuts, or a small portion of cheese can provide additional support. The key is balance. Protein should be accompanied by fiber-rich vegetables and healthy fats to improve absorption and digestion. Avoiding processed meats and excessive sodium is equally important, as they can contribute to inflammation and water retention that counteract the benefits of high-quality protein foods. It's also crucial not to overdo protein in pursuit of muscle preservation. Extremely high-protein diets, especially those loaded with supplements or animal fats, can stress the kidneys or liver, particularly in people with pre-existing conditions. The goal is not to eat more protein than needed, but to eat it consistently from varied and wholesome sources. Plant-based options like lentils, beans, and quinoa help provide balance, offering additional fiber and phytonutrients that support heart health and digestion. Alternating between animal and plant proteins ensures a full range of amino acids while preventing the fatigue or digestive issues that can accompany monotonous eating patterns. Aging well is not about restriction or denial, it's about nourishment. Protein is the anchor of that nourishment because it sustains every system in the body. It helps keep blood vessels elastic, hormones balanced, skin firm, and the immune system alert. It supports the resilience that allows you to recover from illness, surgery, or stress more efficiently. The danger lies not in eating too much protein, but in ignoring how much your body truly needs as the years pass. A steady intake of chicken, turkey, eggs, cottage cheese, lentils, beans, and quinoa can serve as a daily act of protection against decline, a small, consistent effort that yields enormous long-term benefits. For anyone in midlife or beyond, the simplest strategy is to aim for a source of protein in every meal and snack. Distribute it evenly across the day, stay hydrated, and combine it with gentle movement. This pattern keeps the body in an active, rebuilding state rather than a slow, catabolic one. The result is not just more years of life, but more life in those years, strength, clarity, and confidence sustained through nourishment rather than deprivation. The warning is that neglecting protein can age the body faster than time itself. The promise is that with mindful choices, you can remain strong, energetic, and independent for decades to come. Protein, in this sense, is not merely a nutrient. It is a form of self-preservation, the quiet key to aging well in both body and spirit.